Hello.
Hi.
So, how are we going to introduce this?
Actually, before we start, how are we? Is this going to be part of the discussion video? Or is this going to be separate?
No, it's separate video.
Let's try this again.
I'll just keep this in. Hello.
Hello.
So yeah, it's been 5 years of Isa Harmu, but not the way that you think it is.
Yeah,
it's a weird history.
Well, it is a bizarre history.
Very
it's not
messed up timeline.
It's actually
wibbly wobbly.
It's actually only 3 years, I think, really. But it's 5. But it's 3.
Yeah, we had a gap year.
It's like, yeah, we had our classic Eyes of Harmony, and we had our hiatus before returning for the new series of Eyes of Harmony. The only thing is that there was nowhere
got
near.
cancelled.
The only thing is that there was nowhere near as much original Eyes of Harmony than there was classic Doctor Who. And if you be seeing this, it's for good reason, I think.
Yeah, so basically back in 2013, the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, we decided to start a reviewing channel. And the videos are still up. We made 2.
Yes. 2
brilliant, fantastic videos, which we haven't watched in full since probably they went up.
I haven't, I mean...
I might have once in like 2014-15, but it's been a very long while. So we are going to...
I'm not even sure I watched the videos in full even back then. I just...
Yeah, thanks, Corey.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for watching my editing.
Well, I think... I don't remember.
We're going to watch The 3 Doctors, which hopefully when we release this video was on this date.
Yes.
Released.
Unless we really messed up. I blame that on him.
Yeah.
It's all his fault.
It probably would be.
Yes.
Yeah. Right, so... Let's watch ourselves on... How big is this TV? Like 50 inches? 50?
I don't know.
That looks actually, no, yeah, about 53 maybe.
Something.
A big TV!
Even though it's 480p.
Oh god.
Yeah, and it's also 4x3, so...
Oh yeah, oh don't get me started. It took me so long to find out why YouTube... I thought like YouTube was cropping. I was like, why is it cropping this? To be ages. Well, Windows Movie Maker, that was the great platform I used. Windows Movie Maker automatically starts it up at 4x3.
Why?
I don't know, but that's what the old one did. It is, you know, my computer was old at that point already. I think it was like 2009. You see it in movies sometimes. I'm like, I had that laptop, and it's old.
Yeah,
it was a struggle.
Yeah, at this point, Nick was basically the person running the ship, and I just kind of stood and did like one little thing. And then kind of... I was not very involved in this, like, you know.
It was, yeah.
So we decided to split the load a bit evenly for the current one, so I'm doing all the editing and all that.
Yeah, reviews.
Yeah.
I do all the extra ones. Anyway, let's watch The Cringe.
Yes. Let's get started. Let's just get this over with. And fast.
Get ready with that pause button.
Hello. I'm Nick and this is
Oh god, that's old. Look at it. It's still got like the pink around the hair.
And
anyhow,
oh my god.
Oh,
we wanted to review Doctor Who. And now we are! And that's our life story.
I still quite like that one actually.
All the credits.
Oh my god, so pause it. You can still see. So basically at this point, I didn't know how to capture footage or rip a DVD. So for our intro, I literally recorded with my little shitty Olympus camera the screen of the Doctors.
Yes.
I was so sloppy that you can still see my mouse in half of them.
Oh, God.
My mouse in the first 2, you can already see them. And you can also see my reflection in it as well. It's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, just having it off camera in general. Like, you could have... Like,
I don't know.
If you wanted on-screen footage, I think even at the time, like, I was using ripping software at the time to take some stuff off and put them on my tablets. So if you needed actual footage, I could have got that for you.
I don't know why, but I said it was alright. It looked alright on a small screen, but yeah, continue.
Yes.
Look, you can see it there. You can see the camera. Oh, God.
Quite clearly.
There we go, there it is. And there's the mouse. And it's so out of focus. god, that's our old thumbnail. That's our old, that used to be our profile picture for like 1 week and I got rid of it. That was it, that was it.
Oh.
It always makes it sound bad with this music. The clouds pass, Murray Gold. Class music. Oh, here we go.
Our first review ever, we were reviewing The Three Doctors.
Haircut.
This first aired 30th of December 1972 to the 20th of January 1973.
Marriage.
It was to celebrate the first 10 years of Doctor Who
I
being
remember when
on
we tried to
television
see
screen.
Unicorn the Wasp, I just
So what
couldn't
does
say
this story with the first three Doctors?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah, like when we started on the third one, which was Unicorn the Wasp. Yeah, when we started on that, we recorded the opening bits of it. Like we recorded like a new intro. We recorded like and the opening moments, like an explanation of why we were away and why it was taking us so long.
Like June, July.
And then we started recording our intro, kind of opening to this, as we do here. And initially I was going to do it because you did every single other one, and I just couldn't say it. That was like, I don't know how many attempts. Like, I was just like, it was first broadcast, and then and it just kept like that in kind of a repeating circle until Nick gave up and was like, I'm doing it.
Did I really take over like that?
Yeah, basically. So,
oh wow, yeah, that's
I just couldn't get it out. Back to the
cringe-mobile.
Oh no! I didn't remember you actually recording that. Oh no! Alongside this, you should be seeing a discussion. In that, I should have my raw footage of the intro for the Dalek Invasion.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do a very similar thing for this now, because I do still have the source for the original footage for this. Because, why? Why?
I don't know why we just, because the thing is, we both discussed that I couldn't get it off. It can go through by email.
Yeah,
on Google Drive.
that was a big issue. Was that
I literally just had to record it off your screen while we screen shared over Skype. And
was this a screen share as well?
Yeah, this is a screen share.
Oh no! Oh no!
I love how actually the title I've got The Three Doctors full stop.
End of it.
Makes it sound like I'm pissed off. The Three Doctors full stop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is back in like So this is taking me back a little bit because that's our old sofa. And actually, you see the DVDs in the top left there was where just along from that is where all of my original Doctor Who DVDs were. They could fit in this tiny shelf at that point. I still have a picture of it, and if I remember, I'll pop it up on screen now. But yeah, no, this is taking me back a little bit. But no, this is wow. Okay, let's continue.
I would like to say this.
Three Doctors is about a Time Lord called Omega, who is trapped in an antimatter universe which he created by his own will after he got stuck in a black hole. He wants to escape and chooses a doctor to help him.
Focus on his hair. Focus on his hair.
From Galbraith, he sends an antimatter creature to get the
Windows Movie
doctor.
Maker for you.
The doctor calls for help,
I know,
but the Time Lords don't have much power.
To be honest,
So
it's not
they
too
break
bad
the
the photos
first
we
rule
used.
of time.
I remember I just got them all off Google Images.
Yeah, well,
Does the story work then?
question mark.
Well,
Yes.
yes.
I remember that bit.
Bob Baker and Dave Martin have written a magnificent
Oh my
script
god, it's
together.
trying to sound
They bring
so
out the
fucking
best in
smart.
every
It's
man.
cringy.
It also
Shut the fuck up.
created, in my opinion, one of the best Doctor Who villains ever. Because of how human he is, but also how mad and crazy he
I remember I was
can
reading out the
also
prison.
be.
Yes,
Also
They
big.
managed to work for Three Doctors
Oh my
perfectly
God.
into the script while not making it too confusing at the same time. This is how you do a multi-doctor story.
I don't know what I have against the Five Doctors actually.
Doctors.
Yeah.
Seriously, I love
that.
I know, I do
5
say.
Doctors here, and the 2 Doctors both
Slight
starring
difference
Patrick
there.
Yeah, the VHS still.
But my problem with the other ones, they were kind of unimaginative. They both use...
It still fits me, that's awful.
Already created monsters. Like in the Five Doctors, they're like...
Where's my comedies from?
You can't even focus on the camera, you're just looking.
I don't know. I have a really bad problem actually.
Well, the Three Doctors was more inventive.
Pause it here.
They created an entire new bag.
I have a really bad problem making eye contact with people. I can't do it. It's really, I don't know, I have this problem. But yeah, there's loads of comments about where I pulled the Cyberman and Dalek out from. People insinuating that they are butt plugs. That's Hector, our dear friend, was one of those comments. But yeah. Oh, God.
Well, you know, the Dalek is shaped a bit like.
Yeah, it was an uncomfortable fit. Well, I did it as a surprise. I remember I tried to argue back the point or something. Oh God. But yeah, I had that Beatles haircut for way too long. Yeah.
So quick cut there. Sorry, it had a couple of issues. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, the like same kind of Beatles haircut.
So
I have to. Basically, I had to. We keep seeing that in our kind of newest videos.
Yeah, you keep using the photos of me.
Well, yeah, that's
the old ones because you have a lot.
I have a lot. Yeah, a lot of the old photos are kind of so they kind of get used, especially considering a lot of the old faces you use are kind of so exaggerated and kind of fun to use in the videos. Just like, especially like the one with like the bust and nostrils, like the kind of face. It's just.
We also got the recent one at Bedford where I was like weirdly moody. I don't know what that was.
But it's not even. Well, there's kind of a strange smile looking at us like. Yeah, like I like using that face quite a lot. I really do.
We also got, what's the other one you used recently when I was a businessman in the chair in the Christmas special?
Oh, that was.
Oh, was that like Doctor Who near the TARDIS one where I have my arms crossed?
Yes, that is it. Because actually, that's one of the ones I kind of forgot I had those, and then I realised, oh yeah, I can use those faces.
They should probably just have like a folder just of Nick's many faces.
The many faces of Nick's. Like what was that kind of lot that they had with the many faces of Doctor Who, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
The many faces of Nick.
Ooh.
From all over. Anyway, let's continue.
Created an entire new bad guy, which everybody likes.
Everyone likes.
Everybody likes the bad guy.
Until they bought him back.
Of the story.
I don't.
Seriously, it's brilliant. The locations are wonderful to look at.
Pure gold.
There's so many different places to see. I think the place I love most though is the antimatter world. The rock part.
With it. Bright whites.
And slight green.
Yeah, slight green. You know, just
Also,
a bit variety.
like Omega's palace or place with all the bubble like
Omega's place. You would lad, you know, Omega's place.
Pop open a beer with Omega. I love hearing what I'm trying to act. I try to act like I'm not working off a script, but I have a script.
And Omega never really goes up. We never see him.
We never see him.
He's amazing, shiny floors, sparkly walls, bubbles. But outside which he never goes to.
My bed's down at the
He
moment
can't be bothered
That's where I sleep.
to
All those years
make
later.
it beautiful. He just
Same spot.
just leaves it as it is.
Cringe.
That's why I
literally
like it
sitting
because it fits
like
the
right next to
story.
myself now.
Fits the story
now. The costumes are great. They fit the Doctor's perfectly.
And they fit the Doctors.
But the one I like most is Omega's. His marks gives me the kind of creeps.
Kind of creep.
Just
so
Not the creeps.
It's not the full
The
creep.
kind
It's a bit, there's a bit. Don't push it too far.
Like
But
the
it
Time
just
Lord's
doesn't.
Fashion
a
Gallery
tiny bit.
in this episode. I think that's a really nice
Oh, I
touch.
love this 3-to-4 ratio. It takes me right back to the classic era of Eyes of Harmony. That's what it was. It's classic Eyes of Harmony.
Because they're different
Totally
than
mental.
any other monster beforehand. And they really look nice with the outside background.
I guess
Red
they kind of
bubbles
contrast.
go really well with the
I think I actually
white
said a
rock
good point
with
there.
the
I'd like to
grass.
point out.
I just really like those. I'm not sure what to call them, so we'll call them Mr. Blobby creatures. Deformed.
Yeah, that was my suggestion, I
One
think.
thing
Yeah, well,
I
Yeah.
didn't like
I
though
have a random
was the antimatter blob.
blob. I
It's
don't
poor
like it.
graphics, even for those times.
Is it really though? Like, I think a lot of.
Come on, it's poor graphics for the time.
I don't think
The
it is.
expert has just told us, alright? They've got 723 views. I think they know what they're talking about.
Creatures could have taken the Doctor
Okay.
to the antimatter
Jesus.
world. I just think they were much cooler.
Rude.
Cool. Yeah, that's exactly what
I
you got.
think
It's
the
not just
great
cool.
in this. Well, the costumes are very good.
The effects and set are okay effects. I mean, the US that's good. It has been established
You
for
still have
around
that,
2 years.
the breathing.
Of course, Doctor Who goes to an exciting new world. The antimatter world. AKA another quarry.
So bad.
It's like just such a contrast to UI. It's like, oh yes, like I rather like the locations, and I think it fits rather well. And I'm just like, no, it's another quarry. How could you do this to me? You're betraying me.
Personal. You promised you'd never use another quarry.
And yet you'll use it for years to come.
Stories.
God.
But perhaps the most glaring for the presentation is your Omega Gloop, which looks abysmal. But
Oh look, you went on it.
then again, this is a 70s TV show, and the budget wasn't that high, so it can be forgiven.
Well, this is a joint review.
And the explosions are impressive.
You had to pause there.
Hang on, yeah.
That was like that wasn't even a finished sentence. You kind of went, "Were impressive," and then there was supposed to be something else, but I guess it just wasn't.
It's probably something cut out there. I don't know.
No, I put everything in.
Everything.
Nothing was cut.
Okay. And then we show my kind of old profile picture, which is
Says 118.
It's not. I don't think the picture's the worst thing. It would have been better if I'd actually known how to shade at that point. And you know, that's an issue even with my current profile picture. It's just like, I just can't shade for whatever. So that's where my art fails. It's just shading.
Just
But,
shading. He'd be the next Picasso if he knew how to shade.
That kind of, the way you introduce it, I mean, it's kind of consistent with the rest of the video, but just like, oh, the text just pulled out. So you could have had a little jingle or something there.
Oh my god, I was how old? 15? Yeah,
Not
I was.
even.
I was 15.
Were we 50?
Because we were year 10. Then you turned 16 in year 11.
Okay, if you say so.
I said so.
Yes. I always think of us as being younger.
No, we were 15. That was only 4 years ago.
Yeah.
At this point, we'll be 5 years when
Continue
this releases.
to my beautiful character.
Character. It's not character corner. It's characters. It's Conrad's character profile. That's what it's called. It's not character corner.
It was character corner because it's supposed to be a play on kind of poetry.
Wait, that's not what it's on the screen. It was Conrad's character profile.
Did it say that?
That's what it said.
Then that's your fault. Because it was character. It's because character profile from my perspective the entire time.
That's your.
Alright, let's. Let's continue. Let's see what I have to say about these characters.
Anyway, onto the acting, which for the most part is very good. John Pertwee, one of the blender doctors in comparison to the others, does a good performance, trying to be controlling and mature than his other self, the second Doctor. It was a wonderful performance. I've always enjoyed this portrayal of the Doctor, and he stepped back into it as if he never went away. Although
Very difficult to pick up what I'm saying here. I'm just kind of mumbling and going fast. It's like, oh, that's the third Doctor here, but he's just so good. He's compared to the second Doctor, and he's controlling, and he's.
Very, very quick. You also got the classic chair creak in the background. I remember that from Skype all the time. That takes me back.
Oh yeah, because I was on the
just that sound, just another
old
room.
grey computer chair. We changed the chair now, actually, only recently. But that chair creaks like nothing else. Yeah.
I mean, when he's trying to see how far Omega would go, he didn't accomplish anything. When he was the second Doctor, he always knew what he was accomplishing and had everything already planned out in advance, logically. Meanwhile, here, I think he didn't know what he was
doing. I get what I'm saying here. Time crash. So, kind of the 10th Doctor knew what he was doing because he saw it from his perspective. And I was questioning why the same thing wasn't the case here.
Yeah.
Not really taking into account that idea wasn't even thought out till later. But it's kind of weird how they kind of
work around it.
Yeah. Although, you know, I guess kind of part... Kind of
maybe because it's the first time that it's happened, he's not as good as remembering it. Maybe it's just like a weird dream, but then because it happens again and again throughout his life, he gets more used to it.
I actually think I think it's possibly closer to what they do in Day of the Doctor, where he's sent back to his own time stream without remembering it, because they're taken direct out of their time.
Oh yeah, the Time Lords have done this one, haven't they? So
yeah,
it's kind of much more controlled.
So I think that he probably just didn't remember it entirely. So at this point, it's entirely new, but I didn't think about that at the time.
Fair.
All right.
Well, the interaction between the second and third Doctor made this story. Both are in character when talking to each other, and the arguments reflect on the fact that the Doctor keeps changing, not only in personality, but in strategy to a situation as well. The second Doctor tries to make fun of Omega to find his weaknesses, and wasting time while he's trying to find a way to stop him. Meanwhile, the third Doctor is more subtle, and tries to take Omega out of it, while keeping things calm until the situation gets bad, and he uses science to get out of it. But when they're being nice and working together later in the story, it shows another part of the Doctor. That when a situation gets really bad, he can work with pretty much anybody with a bit of motivation. William Hartnell plays the Doctor very well, considering what he's going through. It's a shame he wasn't the main part of the action, but it's better than nothing. And he always seems to be one step ahead of everybody else in terms of what's going on and what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
In terms of companions, Joe Grant in the story is annoying! Doesn't have any making
Jesus, you're either completely calm.
Completely calm. Just dissecting things. Well, I think that's how I was back then. I remember various conversations, like, sometimes when I'd just be playing games, I remember one very distinctly, where I was just kind of playing, Science Generations at the time, or also the Skype call, and I was just talking to everybody just perfectly normally, and then I'd die somewhere, and I'd go, ah! Just everything. It's just, that's how I was back then. but
completely calm or sudden rage. Not slightly annoyed, just rage.
It's my secret.
I would have liked to have seen you back then review Underworld, because you were harsh on it now. Imagine us back then on it.
Yeah, well, that would have been interesting. Yeah, you don't know quite how we're going to think about something back then, though. Maybe I would have liked it back then. Probably not.
Probably not.
But you never know.
Right, let's go.
Very unconvincing shock noises, crying, and hugging Sergeant Benton like a teddy bear. The really is very good in this story, as in most stories.
To be fair, that was a decent photo shot.
I really need this shot.
Back in the day, I managed that.
That's not... I mean... Joe's kind of... I mean... There's nothing pedo about it, really.
I just chose a funny... At the time, it was hilarious. It was the top meme at that time.
Well, yeah, but that's... usually say for pedo situations, not Joe isn't underage.
I don't know.
From the expression on his face the first time he enters the TARDIS, and the first time he finds the second Doctor. Although the Brigadier consistently asking questions from the Doctor's appearance, what can be entertaining, gets a bit annoying after a while.
Still agree with that.
Sergeant Benton I enjoyed in the story, although I think he's a little too fast to accept most of the stuff that happens in this story. Although it does take a moment to question the TARDIS and the creatures for the first time.
To be fair though, he's had all the adventures before.
And he spends the rest of the episode hugging Joe.
Oh my god, I know, he's that twice. Jesus.
We're gonna go for hugging Joe again.
It's like one of those comedians which just like bash out the same joke. Hey, remember this joke from 5 seconds ago?
Yeah, we do too.
But yeah, to be fair though, that's Rory. I think it's because Benton's seen so much beforehand.
Yeah, he's kind of come to accept. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Shut up, old usses, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Idiots.
And the villain, Omega, is one of the coolest the series has ever had.
Coolest?
Morals were at times a bit unjustified, are deep. And at times I really felt for him, being shunned out by his people who he created time travel for. But all the years of being stuck there had worn off on him, in more ways than one. At first, then revenge of the Time Lord.
That can insinuate so many things. All those years, no. All he wanted was a friend.
Well, that is basically the plot, isn't there? Basically.
Yeah, but you know, he wants someone to replace him, but
No, just after he discovered he couldn't move, he basically.
all I can see now is Omega's just janking off the entire time. What is there? He's got nothing better to do except his imagination.
You ever wondered what those red things have arms? Although, think by the end of it, there's nothing there.
I'm never going to be able to look at that face again.
Next place the kind of glittery pattern along
It's a bit slimy.
Oh god.
Right. On with the review.
He knew he had to be
That was
stopped
a catchphrase.
because it endangered the universe, but you can see why it happened, and to an extent relate to him. The sheer power and impact he's making on everything makes him a great villain. Also, the great booming voice screams power. Now, the episode wouldn't be complete without some side characters, and let me tell you, they're very hit and miss. Dr. Tyler, the most prominent side character, is good at first. The actor does a good job of bringing him to life as the experienced scientist who helps out by showing you the recent readings his equipment picked up, and he's very likeable. But when we get to the antimatter world, he gets annoying, consistently asking questions, and was at one point willing to jeopardize the whole plan so he could escape, and doesn't do much else throughout the rest of the story. The only other character to step onto the antimatter world is Mr. Ollis, who really doesn't do much other than being the story's damsel in distress in a sense, being the first reason they investigated the matter in the first place.
It kind of is.
The only thing he does is stop the Brigadier from charging at the blobby monsters. And having a funny moment with Mrs. Ollis right at the end. I think the actor does his best, even though he doesn't do that much. The Time Lords, who are panicking because of huge power losses, really tried to help, to the extent of breaking the first law of time to get all three doctors to assist. And I think for the most part, the main two Time Lords do a fairly convincing job to emulate this. But I would like to point out that the old timer at the desk, who took the Doctor out of their timeline, does a very bad performance. He comes out flat, and no real emotion put into it. Considering he gets only 2 lines, that's pretty bad.
Well, I made to slow down the pretty.
Yeah, just had
the
to emphasise
ending.
that.
So, later on,
Back
the
to
three
me.
doctors. The doctors find out that Omega has no physical strength, only his mask and clothes keeping him there.
Sorry, Paul.
Omega can never leave the antimatter
Where'd
universe.
that come from?
This is a pretty horrible concept.
Yeah, it did.
After all he has done to try and escape, he finds it was all for nothing. The doctors make an escape back to unit headquarters when Omega makes a terrifyingly loud scream about finding out he had no physical form.
That's not how they escape.
As soon as the doctors arrive back in the TARDIS, they get taken back to Omega's domain.
Never mind.
They were hiding the TARDIS and making a plan.
We didn't fuck up that much.
Nothing to do with the force field. Until they find the second Doctor's recorder in the force field generator. The Doctors go out and confront Omega. Omega tells them that if he has to stay there forever, so will the Doctors.
Oof.
The Doctors agree. But Omega has to let the rest of the gang home first.
I was trying to do suspense there.
And after Joe making a scene of wanting to stay with the Doctor, they all leave.
No, Doctor.
The Doctors then get the force field generator out and tells Omega to take it. Omega gets angry and knocks it out of the Doctor's hands. It then cuts back to
did you see that special effect?
Yeah, movie maker. It was beautiful what you had on
It was beautiful. Thing is though, to be realistic, once it got knocked out, it would have been so quick, the destruction of that antimatter world, and they would have been dead, they wouldn't have got out of that one.
That is true, although not the logic, I guess.
Hey, Moffat.
The TARDIS appears the two Doctors and
He was watching this, he grew into it.
How could he? Before they had entered the antimatter universe. This means it stayed matter. So when it fell out the force field, the antimatter and the matter destroyed each other, and a supernova happened.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Right.
So, The three doctors defeated Omega by the recorder falling out the force.
Oh no, I forgot this.
Before they went looking for the force field, they had another plan to do with the force field generator.
Oh no, never mind.
What was that plan? Guess we'll never find out.
Anyway,
What did you think you were going to say?
No, I thought I was going to whip out my recorder and start playing it.
No, that isn't. That wasn't done.
Oh, that could have been cringy. Oh.
I think that's at the end of this, isn't it?
Is it?
Maybe.
Fuck.
If I remember right.
It's bringing back memories now. Oh no. But what was their other plan?
Yeah, it's a fair point. What was their other
What
plan?
was their other plan? What? We still don't know. 5 years later, we still haven't worked out.
Well, technically.
Or maybe they were just saying they had a plan. Maybe that's what it was, and we just completely missed it because we're idiots.
Maybe a re-review at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Ooh.
Get a new power source from the supernova that the antimatter and the matter caused. It cuts back to Earth, where the Doctors all part back to their own timeline. The Doctor explains to Joe that they gave Omega his only freedom. Death.
Oof.
Even for a villain, that's a
not bad.
pretty horrible thing to happen. After all he wanted to do was get out of the universe, yes, he
Which
wanted
is a shame,
to
because I
have
think it would be
revenge
better
and
if they
everything.
just left him here.
But for your only escape from something to be death,
Could be good if it brought
it's
it
a
back
pretty
then,
horrible
you
concept.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Time Lords send the Doctor a new dematerialization circuit, so he has full control over the TARDIS again. But he isn't going to leave just yet, because he needs to build a new force field generator.
Was that? That wasn't. Hang on, wait.
no.
First off, that wasn't actually what he was staying for. It's because he was kind of having to.
I can't remember now why I stayed.
Wasn't he?
I'm pretty sure he says that, that's why I said it.
No, that wasn't why he decided to stay. It wasn't the force field generator, and I can tell you that for nothing. That wasn't the force field generator.
Well, cool, whatever. The next story's Carnival of Monsters, and they go somewhere in the TARDIS.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Oh.
It's because he still had Joe.
Omega's defeated by recording.
Oh no, I did do it! Oh, shut up! What am I doing? I want that. To be fair.
Recorders rule!
Oh my god.
So, the three Doctors in my...
I might just take that video down just for that part.
No, you can't. We can't. No.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
I remember.
Oh.
Actually, maybe this is for the credits of this, 'cause I think he'd do it again, if I remember right. But I'd actually think I'd recorded something on my glockenspiel.
Yeah, you did.
And you never used it.
It was either I couldn't get it to... No. Reason why is because the timeline only had one audio track, I think.
Oh.
And I didn't work out that I could just render it and then just re-render the video. Which I did later on when I started doing the T&D videos. But my god, I
some
forgot
versions
about
of Movie Maker do have multiple tracks, I swear.
Well, not the one I had.
No, clearly not.
I was not computer savvy. And
No.
Crikey.
Recorders rule!
Oh, you've got to say that. You've got to screenshot that and now use that in our reviews. I was so proud of myself for working out the I am the Doctor recorder. I didn't look that up. I worked that out. I'm really good at your recorder. I am good at recorder. About working out like just tunes I can just play them.
And same with me in the glockenspiel actually.
I can just play. Don't need to think. Just do it.
I wonder if I have my glockenspiel recording because I
If so, we'll add it on top. Get a remix. Oh my god.
Anyway.
Fucking hell. I don't think you can get much worse than that.
I'm glad they kept it as a four-parter.
I think
until the next video
Ruined the
anyway.
specialness of the episode. If it was any shorter, it would have ruined the build-up. Sometimes there were some slow parts, but they quickly picked up, and I think Bob Baker and Dave Martin should be proud of what they have written for the 10th anniversary of Doctor Who. The ending is great because the Doctor can now finally freely travel in time and space. I do hope Omega will never be used again.
We put it up.
I think I said O.
It was just
8.5.
I think I said O.
Because it's perfect for the occasion in every way.
Oh my
But
God,
sometimes
what font
it can
was
be
that?
a little slow.
At least it's not Comic Sans.
I give this episode an 8 out of
Oh, this is like a sky.
10. Great. The acting for the most part is amazing.
Oh my goodness, why?
Oh my.
If I send you the audio files earlier, why couldn't I send you this one?
No clue. I think we're trying to rush it out. I think we just really wanted to get started. That's what happened.
It's too keen.
Too keen. To be fair, I thought our scores are pretty fair at the moment. Yeah, maybe.
Overall, the 10th anniversary is still the best anniversary special so far. The great acting between the Doctors makes the story
up to that point,
I'd say up to that. The villains are perfect to mark 10 years of Who. Thank you for watching our review of the 3 Doctors. Hopefully we will have new reviews up soon. If you would like us to review your favourite classic or new Doctor Who stories, then comment below.
Oh my god, it's like a really old TV advert. No, oh my god, I need fucking credits, Jesus Christ. Oh, there we go! There it is! Fucking hell. Just a nice disclaimer. I actually kept it in!
Oh no.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, and again, that was where we were going to have my glockenspiel part.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot the recorder. Oh, and that recorder's rule. Fucking hell. I think that was actually trying to make it at Mr. Burnett, our music teacher, because he hated recorders.
And Doctor Who, except the movie.
And yeah, I was like, oh no, recorders were good. And he was like, no. And he's right, your recorders aren't good. But they were right.
Well, used in the right place, then you're fine.
I think they were used wonderfully there.
Oh, beautifully.
And we just have the old profile picture up as well.
Yeah, well, of course, we left it exactly as we left it originally. There's no, like, I just noticed you have the exact, basically same face and, like, the original thing and, like, the new one.
Oh, yeah, no, that was on purpose. That was nostalgia.
No, I can kind of... Nostalgia for what?
Nostalgia to the old one. I was, like, trying to repeat it and be like, this is what I wanted it to be.
And then I completely just had a different face. Probably for good reason.
Oh yeah, the original photos are just cringy.
Yeah. Again, I have the uncut I found the uncut version of Nick's original.
Yeah, why do you have mine and not yours?
I do have mine.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have both of the uncut pictures.
Excellent, we'll show those now. But it's really annoying because I never, like, faded the bottom of you, so you could just see the cut line where I cut you out. Like, what I meant is for it to be like where it is. I'm really happy with that version, actually.
Yeah,
on the weird back. And then the later one when I'm in the Tennant coat is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I do like kind of, especially how I kind of pose in that one, especially.
Yeah, I just thought it made more sense having Sonics than us going like, oh, what do we do? Flexing our muscles we don't have.
Rather flex my muscles.
But yeah, no, that's how I kind of pictured us looking.
Yeah.
And then that's what we got.
Yeah.
I thought the way it was set out though, because it had the 50 in the background and the picture of every Doctor Who episode kind of behind it. I thought that was pretty good, but yeah, the original the picture with the anime, I don't even know what that was, and then the pupils.
Yeah, I think that was your profile picture type. I don't know, what did you call yourself there? I don't know.
No, it was just Eyes of Harmony. I was just Nick.
No, when we introduce ourselves and we call our like channels, so.